Today on the Philly Talk podcast, Howie Roseman and the Eagles were absolutely busy getting the roster to 53, making some shocking cuts, and trading for a 6'5", 250-pound tight end with a high ceiling. These were the initial shockers as it pertains to the release and cut list, but today we're going to go over all that, plus the guys that made the roster.
This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Talking sixes in the bird gang, that's I like. Competition, we ain't scared, yeah, that's what we like. Win or lose, you know we showing up and we gon' fight. You see we strive for the sky every day that go by. And every single week we screaming fly, Eagles fly. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah. This is Philly Talk with Philly Mike, yeah.
What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk podcast, and today we got a lot to get into, but before we do that, Eagle Nation, can I ask y'all a favor? Help your boy out. Hit that like, subscribe if you are new, and ding that bell. That way you're notified when we drop these videos or go live, put out YouTube shorts, all that good stuff. But we got to talk about the new tight end. I can't say his last name, but it's Albert O until I can really get it down. I tried. I listened to the pronunciation, and I still couldn't get it, but he is what we thought Tyree Jackson would be. The preseason finale, he showed out. 7 catches, 109 yards, and a touchdown. And when you look at these catches, these plays from one game, it shows you the versatility he is. Yards after the catch, contested catch, the ability to hurdle over somebody, and you're about to see a one-hand grab. These were not his highlights for the preseason. It's one game. The upside on this 25-year-old is through the roof. He is, again, what I already said, what we wanted Tyree Jackson to be. And we're going to learn a little bit more about why the Broncos ended up trading him, because go to their YouTube videos. They are upset. They wanted to keep this guy. The upside is real. Albert Okwuegbunam, we'll get the name down, was drafted by the Broncos in 2020. In the 4th round, he tore his ACL as a rookie, played in 14 games in 2021, and caught 33 passes for 330 yards and 2 touchdowns. Played in only 8 games in 2022 and caught 10 passes for 95 yards and a touchdown. He's listed at 6'5", 258. So the potential's there. Bronco fans are upset because the Eagles ended up trading a 7th. No. We got him and a 7th in 2025 for a 6 in 2025. So pretty much we swapped a 7th for a 6, gave them the 6, we took the 7th, and we got Albert O, 6'5", a guy who, if he turned into what we thought Tyree Jackson would turn into, will be a nice number 2 to Dallas Goedert. Not saying I don't believe in Jack Stahl and Graham Calcaterra, who did make the roster, but again, I love the trade. Howie Roseman heard that he was on the bubble with the Broncos, and he didn't let him hit free agency waivers because a lot of people were looking to claim him. Howie Roseman gets on the phone and does what he does best. We were thinking that Howie Roseman was going to make that trade for Jonathan Taylor. We'll update you on that as well. He's staying with the Colts. Again, Howie Roseman probably exhausted all options, realized that the running back position was not the necessary room that needed to be fixed. But pay attention to what he's about to do for linebacker, because we let go Nicholas Morrow. That's one of the big names that I didn't think we would let go. Britton Covey's one of them. Devin Allen's the other one. Aaron Sipos is another. Nicholas Morrow and Kayvon Wallace. So, safety room took a hit. Linebacker room took a hit. Mind you, Sean Bradley's out for the season. He's a special team guy. Still a linebacker. And we need a punter. Now, Matt Ariza, who's going through some legal trouble, if cleared, could be the guy the Eagles look for. Mind you, the Eagles' big Twitter account tweeted, should we give a chance to him? And Matt Ariza's agency, his, his agent from his agency retweeted it. So you never know if he's one that could possibly be the new punter for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm losing my mind. My son's to the right of me. You know how it is on Tuesdays. But let's go over the following release players. Devin Allen, Quinton Bell, Ian Book, Kennedy Brooks, Robert Cooper, Britton Covey, Mekhi Garner, Julian Good-Jones, Jaden Hazelwood, Tyron Jackson, Tyree Jackson, Kyron Johnson, Johnny King, Tyreek Maddox-Williams, Tristan McCullum, Nicholas Morrow, Joseph Ngata, Janarius Robinson, Tyrese Robertson, Brady Russell. We called him long hair, don't care. Osaga, Caleb Sanders, Josiah Scott, Josh Sills, Josiah Scott out of the slot. Aaron Sipos, Freddie Swain, Ben Van Sumera. So again, Nicholas Morrow, out. Ben Van Sumera, out. That's 2 linebackers. Now that is out. Kavon Wallace, Greg Ward Jr., and Marvin Wilson. Like I said, the big names, 2 guys who were a possibility at punt and kick return, and Covey and Allen. Our punt returner, one of the linebackers we thought could fight for a spot, and someone who was reported to have a good camp. Justin Evans looks like he made the roster over Kavon Wallace. So, Reed Blankenship, Terrell Edmonds, Sidney Brown, and Justin Evans look like the 4 safeties remaining. Now, let's actually go to who made the roster, right? Now, things can get tricky here because that don't mean they're going to be here come week 1. If the Eagles find out we can use a linebacker, there's an available one, we might cut somebody on this 53 and go get a linebacker. I don't think we're done at linebacker. I don't think we're done at wide receiver either because we only got 4. Let's just go over it. Quarterback, we're keeping 3. Jalen Hurts, Marcus Mariota, and Tanner McKee. Running back, keeping 4. Kenny Gainwell, DeAndre Swift, Rashad Penny, and Boston Scott. And again, Colts to keep Jonathan Taylor on the PUP, reports say. So, if the running back position ain't living up to the name, the Kenny G, the DeAndre Swift, the Rashad Penny, Howie Roseman once again can get on the phone. You know Howie Roseman during the trade deadline, whether we need a linebacker, a running back, something. He gets on the phone. He gets his most aggressive during that trade deadline, especially when you're a roster that is competing for a championship, and that is exactly what we're doing in 2023. So again, 4 running backs. 4 wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, and Olamide Zaccheaus. 4 tight ends, Dallas Goedert, Jack Stahl, Grant Calcaterra, and Albert O. Who knows where Albert falls on this list right now? He's not even in Philly yet, so he's going to be number 4. But the way the Eagles jumped on the trade right away, he could be higher than Stahl and higher than Calcaterra. This is a former 4th-round pick. All right? Offensive line, we're keeping 9. Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Jason Kelsey, Cam Jurgens, Lane Johnson, Tyler Steele, Jack Driscoll, Fred Johnson, and Sua Opeta. Josh Sills was the guy who cleared his legal case and ended up getting kicked off the Eagles anyways. D-tackle, we're keeping 7. Fletcher Cox, Milton Williams, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Marlon T., Moro Ajomo, and Katavius Street. Shout out to Moro Ajomo for making a 53-man roster. I knew Katavius Street was going to make it too. I didn't think we would keep 7. I thought we would keep 6. But nice 7-piece right there. That rotation is going to be deadly. Edge rusher, they're keeping 6. Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, Nolan Smith, Derek Barnett, and Patrick Johnson. So 6 edge rushers. Linebacker, we are super thin. I can almost guarantee how he's going to bring in a linebacker. We only got 3. Nakobe Dean, Zach Cunningham, and Christian Ellis. We will absolutely be adding some type of linebacker to this roster. Cornerback, we're keeping Darius Slay, James Bradbury, Avonte Maddox, Josh Jobe, Keely Ringo, Eli Ricks, and Mario Goodrich. Shout out to Eli Ricks for making a roster. UDFA showed out every single game, but I think what a lot of people took like, man, he has to make the roster, is what he did versus the Colts starters, right? They kept Anthony Richardson in, Michael Pittman, Alex Pierce, and he just time and time again defended it well. He was the 3rd best pass disruptor, 3rd best cornerback in the preseason, according to PFF. Glad he made it. Mario Goodrich, a guy who can play the slot probably better than Eli Ricks. Eli Ricks, the better outside corner. But Mario Goodrich, in case we need help, if Vontae Maddox ends up getting hurt, he's been injured the last couple years. So 7 cornerbacks for the Eagles, 4 safeties, Reed Blankenship, Justin Evans, Sidney Brown, Terrell Edmonds, Again, I don't think they're putting it in any order because there's no way Justin Evans is in front of Sidney Brown and Terrell Edmunds. Specialties, Jake Elliott and Rick Lovato with 2. So that is the official 53-man roster today. But as I told you, the one glaring hole, you got 4, 9, 7, 6. The one spot that is absolutely calling for a new addition. They're saying, Howie, we need you to do something, is the linebacker position. Nakobe Dean, Zach Cunningham, and Christian Ellis. Although I like what they bring via their skill set, there's no way. I mean, there's going to be some packages where we have 3 linebackers on the field. Now, again, Hassan Reddick, does he count as a linebacker? Blah, blah, blah. You can use that as the excuse, right? 3 safety looks means a linebacker off the field. He'd be your backup. You use an extra pass rusher and drop Hassan Reddick back, which I don't really like, but could be done sometimes. He counts as a linebacker. So I don't know where they officially stand, but they got Hassan Reddick, Nolan Smith as pass rushers, edge rushers. So I think whether it's a quality guy who can compete to start or just a depth piece behind 3 guys who prove they deserve a spot in preseason. Zach Cunningham just got here. And he's already bang, bang, boom. Christian Ellis, time and time again, proved that he deserves a spot too. Nakobe Dean is the sole leader in the background, and the only time he got the start, he proved right away that he could come in, swoop underneath, and make a big-time play. When you needed Nakobe Dean, he answered, and on that whole drive, he was just around the ball. So credit the 3 linebackers for doing what they did. I expect a linebacker on this roster, but I'm okay with whoever are the 2 starters. I think they're going to give it to Zach Cunningham because why start 2 young guys in Nakobe Dean and Christian Ellis when you can have Nakobe Dean's youth, athleticism with Zach Cunningham's veteran leadership and IQ out there with Nakobe Dean. I think the communication will be a lot more smoother, and Christian Ellis can come in and free somebody up at times. And again, Zach Cunningham was traded or was released by the Texans because of injuries. So he's not the most reliable the last year or 2 due to his age and blah, blah, blah. All that being said, more reason Howie Roseman got to go out there and get a linebacker. I'm losing my mind. My son going this way and this way and this way, this way. Trying to keep a track on him and read all this stuff. Last but not least, I talked about this in my video yesterday. Sidney Brown's preseason. We were never going to cut him. But again, arguably had the most impressive preseason for a safety this year. 76 coverage snaps, 1 target, 0 receptions allowed, 39.6 passer rating allowed, 13 total tackles. Brown's the only player in the preseason to play at least 50 coverage snaps and not allow a single reception. This is not why he made the roster. He was going to make it. The Eagles targeted him in the 3rd round for a reason. Him and Tyler Steen proved that they were steals. This is the 53-man roster. Before my son decides to make me lose my mind going back and forth, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop the muscle emoji if you got nothing to say. You see what we do? This is Philly strong here. Good father, good YouTube host. You know what I mean? Got to do both. I wanted to go live, but there was no way I could do a live show with him running around because you never know when he gets cranky. And it's time for a nap time. You already know. Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, you know what time it is. We out.